Tell me, did you experience bullying at school? And how did your life turn out after such pressure? I was born neither into a poor nor a rich family. My father worked at a factory, my mother sat at home and was constantly sick. Everything was like many others, but from childhood there was something in me that attracted ridicule. Maybe it was my manner of walking, or my voice was too high, or the fact that I didn't like sports. I don't know what exactly, but from the first grade I became a target. At first it was jokes, laughter, slaps on the back of the head, then name-calling, then kicks in the hallways. They were always somewhere nearby, always watching, looking for a reason. And if there was no reason, they made one up. I tried to hide, be invisible, not breathe, but it didn't help. They called me a wimp, said that I was not a man, taught me how to behave, and then beat me for not listening. I came home covered in bruises and said that I had fallen or accidentally hit the wall. But my mother looked through me, and my father just nodded and went into the garage. One time, I decided to tell the teacher, but he just shrugged his shoulders and said, that boys can be cruel, that you need to be able to stand up for yourself. And then I realized that in this world, there is no protection. If you are not like the others, if you do not know how to be tough and angry. In high school, it only got worse. I became silent, then hunched over. I disappeared inside myself, walked around school as fun a battlefield, and waited for the day when it would all end. In my senior year, I decided that I would not tolerate it anymore. I would not run. I started running in the mornings, lifting weights at home, not because I wanted to become strong, but because I wanted to at least control something. I started reading books on psychology, writing a diary, watching them, and learning to be calm even when everything was burning inside. After entering college, I moved to another city, and for the first time, I felt freedom. I could be anyone. No one knew my past. I chose a specialty in digital design and began to build myself from scratch, slowly with mistakes, but every day. I took a step forward. I did not become popular, but I became confident. I did not become a favorite, but I learned to respect myself. I did not take revenge on anyone. I did not try to come back and prove that I am now different. I did not care, need. A few years later, I got a job at an agency, started working on large projects, communicating with clients, speaking at conferences, and one day, among the visitors of an event, I saw a familiar face of one of those who had once laughed at me. He was an ordinary man with a tired face and empty eyes. I recognized him right away. He came up to me with a folder in his hands and asked how to get to the agency representative, and I told him that it was me. He didn't immediately understand. He was standing and waiting for someone more important. And then he slowly raised his eyes, and in his gaze, I saw that he recognized me. His lips trembled. He wanted to say something. But I extended my hand to him and smiled, just like I do with everyone. We talked. He came to get a job as a designer, but he didn't pass the selection. I wished him luck and returned to my job. Not because I wanted to humiliate him, but because I realized that he had already punished himself. I don't remember them often anymore. I don't hold a grudge. I don't build my life out of hatred. I just move forward, and when someone tells me that they are being laughed at, I don't give in. I don't give advice or lectures. I just say that I've seen it, I know it, and that inside each of us there is a core that cannot be broken.